Imagine a world where clean air, sustainable farming, and carbon-smart dairy practices are not just environmental ideals, but valuable commodities. This is the promise of carbon markets and credits. In today's global battle against climate change, these tools are turning climate responsibility into real-world rewards. Whether you're a policymaker, a business owner, or a dairy farmer everywhere, understanding how carbon markets work could put you on the front lines of both climate solutions and economic innovation. Carbon markets offer dairy farmers and agribusinesses a way to monetize climate-smart practices. So let's break down this concept in simple, actionable terms. Carbon markets are systems that buy and sell carbon credits, which are certificates representing 1 metric ton of carbon dioxide equivalent greenhouse gas that has been reduced, removed, or avoided. There are 2 main types: compliance markets, regulated by governments to meet legal climate goals, and voluntary markets, used by companies or individuals who want to go carbon neutral by purchasing credits to offset their emissions. These markets allow emission reductions to be traded like commodities, enabling businesses to invest in climate action where it is most cost-effective and impactful. A carbon credit is a verified unit that reflects 1 ton of greenhouse gas emissions either removed from the atmosphere, such as planting trees, or avoided, like renewable energy replacing fossil fuels. Common sources of carbon credits include reforestation and afforestation projects, renewable energy installations, regenerative agriculture and improved manure management, and dairy farming techniques that reduce methane emissions. In compliance markets, governments cap the total emissions. Companies receive allowances or must buy from others if they exceed their cap, incentivizing reducing emissions at the lowest cost. In voluntary offset markets, businesses or individuals voluntarily offset their emissions, supporting green projects and receiving credits to balance out their carbon footprint. For example, a dairy farm that adopts energy-efficient milk chillers and better manure management might generate carbon credits that can be sold to companies looking to reduce their carbon liability. Not all greenhouse gases are equal. Methane, for instance, is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide in terms of global warming. To simplify things, emissions are expressed in carbon dioxide equivalent units, so that methane, nitrous oxide, and others can be compared and traded uniformly. This standardization makes it easier to measure, track, and verify the impact of carbon reduction efforts. However, there are challenges in carbon markets. Some systems lack transparency and standard rules, and not all projects reliably remove greenhouse gases. Small dairy farmers and developing countries often lack access to participate, and there is a risk of greenwashing, where companies may use cheap credits as a PR tool without real climate action. That's why high-quality standards like Gold Standard or Verra and emerging systems are essential. Carbon credits are more than climate jargon. They are an exciting frontier where environmental sustainability meets economic opportunity. Whether you're a dairy farmer exploring methane reduction, a policy advocate, or a sustainability-minded business, carbon markets offer real pathways to drive impact. As climate pressures mount, we must redefine agriculture as a climate solution. And that begins by understanding and embracing tools like carbon credits. With organizations, the future is ripe for greener dairy farms, cleaner air, and smarter economies. Let's not just reduce emissions, let's profit from protecting the planet.